couple of months ago I had the Department of Mines come down to conduct an audit on site on mobile equipment.
And they found that our forklifts and our bobcats weren't up to scratch.
The reason these vehicles have been tagged out is because the ROPS protection system that sits above the machine and protects a person in the event of a rollover, it's not certified. We don't believe it's manufactured to an Australian standard. It is an imported piece of equipment.
So they were all put out of service, and as a result we've got 5 pieces of equipment that we can't use.
Certainly there hasn't been the due diligence, I would say, placed on that equipment before it got here, or even before it was purchased, to know what they were getting.
So you have stores that can't be placed in the right areas, trucks that are going to take longer to be loaded because you no longer have the additional forklifts that you used to have.
And under the Mines and Safety Inspection Act, if we had an accident, we would be seriously liable.
Boddington's such a big beast of an operation. It's quite a complex circuit with lots of moving parts, and we rely on those parts to work perfectly all the time. If we don't get that working perfectly all the time, we lose production.
So once identified a piece of equipment that needs to be brought to site, we need to get involved to do a risk assessment on the requirements of the equipment. Once we've done a risk assessment, we can assess what is required for the actual job that they want the equipment for.
One of the issues we often have is that we're not absolutely aware of what's coming to site, and we haven't had an opportunity to check that the criteria of what's been ordered is actually matching the criteria we have here on site.
We have an obligation under the Mines Safety Inspection Act and WorkSafe to provide a safe work environment, and that includes all the equipment that we purchase and utilise on this site.
We're the ones that actually got to use the equipment, we're the ones that got to operate with the equipment, and we're the ones that have got to do it safely. If we don't get what we want and it's not safe to use, yeah, they fail dismally.
Remember the vital behaviours. Speak up. When I see or feel that something is wrong or unsafe, I'll speak up to ensure everyone remains safe. Do it safely. When I feel or see someone else pressured to rush, take a shortcut, do a task we're unqualified to do, or feel fatigued, I'll stop, speak up and find a safe way to do the task. Look after my mates. When I see someone underestimating a risk, doing an unsafe act, or the task does not look right, I'll stop the task and in a positive manner discuss a safe way to complete the task.